Western globalization is an issue that has grown over the years. Globalization can be defined as the openness and integration of the world economy in terms of trade and flow of international funds, as well as foreign direct investment that can strengthen the linkage between governments, companies, and the community directly. Globalization is caused by a few factors. The first one is the trade between countries. Trading globally has never been easier. It's so easy that we might never realize how many products in our homes are imported. This is thanks to the World Trade Organizations for controlling and negotiating tariffs in reducing the trade barriers. The second one is the advancement of technology. This one goes hand in hand with the previous factor. The rapid growth of communications and transportations are the main reasons here. Nowadays, ordering something from across the sea can be delivered as quickly as a week. The internet also immensely helps this. There's no need for physical communications between two parties or more, as virtual communications can be carried out seamlessly with low latency. More people can also hop on the global market with the help of e-commerce platforms such as eBay and Amazon. There are a few reasons why the Western world desires globalization. The first is to globalize nations all around the globe. This will create instability in nations as the governing entities can no longer operate properly. This is when the Western powers intervene and make the nation dependent on them. The following reason is to create a borderless economy. When this happens, there will be a very little restriction in the flow of the economy. The trade of prohibited items such as intoxicants and drugs will be normalized since the only focus is profit maximization. Finally, and perhaps the most dangerous one, is to spread the ideology and lifestyle of Western society. This new form of colonization takes place in the media such as the television and the internet. The Western world will always rationalize this move as a measure to modernize and civilize a country, whereas in reality, it is to poison the minds of others, particularly Muslims. The impact of Western globalization can already be seen in societies. Even in Muslim countries today, we can observe how much Western culture has influenced their social and cultural lives. This is due to their superior technology, which allows them to quickly control the media as they wish. The form of cultural homogenization is to establish a world where the Western culture will be the dominant one and all other cultures will be viewed as backward and medieval. The Muslims will be the one affected the most due to the secularism of Western culture. This implies that the world will no longer value a lifestyle that is centered around social and religious constraints.
As the impact grows more apparent, so are the parties who are responsible for this disruption. One of the biggest contributors to these changes in society is social media. This can be easily seen as bad influences such as pornography, online gossiping, cancel culture, and other distractions that tend to be the topics to be discussed online. Perhaps the most dangerous influence by social media is the spread of foreign ideology and politics that goes against Islamic values. Some of the blame can also be placed on the educators. Our educators should never integrate and promote Western ideologies in any shape or form. However, all these parties and external factors can never succeed if we Muslims ourselves do not accept them. And because of that, we too are to be blamed for this. We Muslims should never be blinded by the Westerners' teachings, especially if they deviate from the teachings of Al-Quran and Sunnah. Fortunately, there might be some hope as there are some solutions to face this problem. The first one is we should adopt our own form of globalization where it is centered around Islamic values. This can be done by stressing the value of knowledge. When everyone has the thirst for knowledge, this will kill two birds with one stone, as not only we can repel the penetration of Western influences with knowledge, but at the same time, our knowledge also breeds innovation. The innovative country will become the exemplars to other countries as they will be seen as a modern and forward thinker. Other than that, We can also reform the culture and law to reject secularism ideology. Secularism is a poison to Muslim society as they do not take in Al-Quran and Sunnah into consideration when making decisions. This deviates from the Islamic principles and will cause the normalization of many unwelcome cultures. Lastly, revising the zakat system so that more people will want to pay them will fix the profit-centric economy and promote income equality. Zakat will restore economic balance as it redistributes the wealth of the society as a safety net for the ones in need. While all the solutions provided are viable, we have agreed that adopting our own Islamic globalization will be the best solution. This can be done by emulating the Islamic Golden Age during the Abbasid Caliphate era, where they are considered as the superpower and the hub of knowledge at that time. We should follow their example by emphasizing seeking, improving, sharing knowledge, and uniting under the banner of Islam, regardless of nationality and race. The reason why this is better than the other two solutions is that reforming the law and economics might lead to resistance from the people and cause a disturbance, especially in the current state of the world, whereas creating a new form of globalization will not only elevate Islam world status on the global stage, but also will normalize the Islamic way of life. When Islam teaching is normalized, there will be no need to reform the law and economics by force, as they will be considered the world's finest and everyone will be willing to follow them. Of course, this is not exactly the perfect solution either, because right now, uniting the Muslim world is an almost impossible task. This is because Muslim countries are in tension with each other due to many reasons. Right now, we need a strong and righteous leader to unite the Muslim world and lead us to greatness. As long as all these issues keep plaguing the Muslim world, Islamic globalization would just be a dream.